This is our logic and accuracy test that's open to the public. This is our final test of the process, and so after today, this room will be locked down and not be accessed until Election Day. This room is under 24-hour live video stream, so you can see a couple of cameras in the corner. If anyone is interested at all, they can go onto our website at any time and not only see these cameras, but also see cameras in our warehouse as well at any time. Those are live streaming at all times. This room has no internet connectivity, so none of these machines are wired to the internet in any way. What you do see in terms of cabling here, these are just the machines connected to each other. None of these computers ever go outside of this room. We only have clean USB drives, and once they leave this room, they never come back into this room. And so that's a way that we just ensure security through this process. We're going to scan 432 ballots today. That's a much smaller test than we do for our entire test. Our entire test is approximately 3,000 ballots. For today, we'll be doing 24 precincts is what we'll be scanning through. And then also, as part of that, it'll be 18 ballots per test. You can see we have our 3 different types of votes. We have Election Day, we have one for early voting, and one for absentee. Once again, there are the same number of votes cast in each one of these. These ballots are pre-marked and predetermined according to a marking pattern. So we mark these by hand, and we know the pattern that's being created. And that allows us to test our machines because we have a hand mark that we've created that we can go shoot through and ensure that that's accurate at the end. Then our ballot is labeled as test. These ballots are actually a different color than you're going to see on Election Day. That is by design. That way a test ballot can never be confused with an official ballot. They're also all stamped as test, just so that we don't get any cross confusion that way when this process starts. Danny is going to run what is another zero report. We have no recorded ballots in this task in this system. We'll go through and print and confirm zero reports on Election Day to ensure that we have no scans going through these scanners at that time, to ensure that we start with a clean count on all of these on Election Day. We always have a second person verify our scanning process. So when someone says that we have zero on something, we have someone else verify that as well.
These are our precinct scanners. When we were setting these up, we actually we track these seal numbers right here, and here is what is called the V drive. This is what has all the votes that were cast on this machine. So on election night, when everything comes back, we actually have a list of all of the seal numbers that were placed on here, and we double check and make sure that they match when they come back. That way we know, we're just confident that it has not been counted.
He's going to extract this data from these machines, and so he's going to do what we call writing a V drive, which is essentially a fancy term for putting the information on a hardened USB stick. Again, these are clean. They're only prepared for this election. It's not something that we're using data on top of data. This is a clean V drive that's been prepared specifically for this election. Go through and write these drives, and then go over and tabulate throughout the course of the day. So now he's in here and he's going to start his V drive upload. What he's doing is we record every V drive that comes in. Not only is it recorded on our sheets that we're verifying our seals, but when it comes in here, when he enters one, he's going to record that medium to know that we have it in here. Of course, we have a record of it in the machine as well, but this is just a paper record or a handwritten record to help us verify should we ever have a question on top of that. And then we'll just go ahead and cross-compare these because as people saw, it said 0 to begin with. Now we've run on these ballots. These were printed beforehand, and we'll compare the results. This tells us that we've had a successful public LNA today. It confirms what we both know that we hand-marked previously, and that also our test previously ran as well. So this is what we expected to see today. No surprises here, and this is our final test.